Hello everyone, it's James Chamberlain, and today I've got what I'm sure is going to be one of the coolest vlogs that I've ever done. In this vlog, we're going to be hiking up to and exploring Panamint, a giant ghost town near Death Valley with some amazing and kind of creepy history to it. I am really looking forward to this, and I've wanted to explore Panamint for quite a long time now. I hope you guys end up enjoying this journey as you watch this video as well, but I don't believe there's much more to say, so let's embark on this journey. Okay, we just made it to our first stop on this trip. We're here in Ballarat Ghost Town. If you guys remember this location from my old Trona Pinnacles vlog, we've actually been here before and I've already vlogged this area, so I'm not going to go into too much detail, but Ballarat's a pretty cool little abandoned town out. It's near the trailhead for Panamint. It's near that camp. So we're just passing through here. Since the last time we were here, this window has actually fallen out. But the padlock is still there, as always, doing its job, keeping everybody out of this building.
Come see.
Oh, he's like, you got nothing.
Wish I had something. I wish
He doesn't know what to do.
Okay guys, we just got the camp set up and it's looking pretty good over here. This is definitely quite a cool campground. A lot of neat stuff, as you can see back here. A lot of neat abandoned stuff, but we've actually already taken a look at that. This is a pretty cool view. Unfortunately, the smoke kind of ruins it, but at the same time gives it kind of a neat, eerie effect of not knowing what's down there. I just found the old road here that's where they used to drive up back when there used to be a road to this town, but the flood completely destroyed the area. Here's what's left. Here's the gate right here. Here it is. This right here is where they closed off the road. This shows how high the water is. This gate's right here on the ground now. Oh, look at this. That's just barely on.
There you go.
Good morning, everybody. We woke up and we are getting our tents taken down. We've gotten everything all packed up. Just had a quick breakfast, and now we are finally ready to begin this journey up to Panamint. I am really looking forward to this. It's gonna be a pretty hard hike. It's gonna be going straight up this canyon, pretty much all the way there, but I am looking forward to the challenge. We'll see you guys on the trail. Okay, we have officially set off on the trail. We just got started. Already a little bit of brush, but nothing compared to what we'll be going through pretty soon. Okay, you are right about getting wet. Wow. And we've already found our first cool little thing around here. They had all sorts of vehicles up in Panamint and up along this road that got completely washed out during the flood.
Least capable climber with this big thing around her neck.
That was really fun, and we've got a whole lot more to do of this water crossing stuff. It's pretty crazy to believe that people used to actually winch their Jeeps up here back in the day. And we just found something else really cool up here. This looks like a truck. There's something written on it. Surprise Canyon geocache. There's the cabin. Parts of the dash are still in there.
Yeah, sometimes there's...
Alright, we just found another really cool vehicle. Just a little ways further up the trail, as you can see here. This one's more intact, definitely. Still sort of moved the door even. Look at this, guys. This is really cool, for sure. And it looks like even the engine is still in here. That's really cool. Okay, this is pretty cool. We just found our first mine. Not being too much further up the road or up the trail than the truck. But let's take a look inside of here just a little bit. It is a pretty tiring hike, so we're going to stop here and have some lunch before we get underway again. We've got about 3 or 4 miles left to go, so it shouldn't be that bad. It's just a lot of uphill, and we're starting to get into the areas where there's a lot of sun, and it's not so just completely overgrown with no light at all. We are filtering our water. We're just resupplying from the creek here. Always very important to filter this water before you drink it. We're definitely getting more tired as we continue to go, but we're getting closer to something for sure, because the scenery out here is definitely changing a lot. We've actually got some nice trees out here now. And you see this radio right here. I have no idea why this is out here. There it is. There are our first side of the smokestack. Here's an even better view of it right out there in the distance. Pretty cool. Okay, here we are, guys. We can really see Panamint now. We can see some of the mines and all sorts of amazing stuff. Just take a look at all of this. There is one of the mines up there, and here is the tower. All sorts of amazing stuff. Okay guys, so we've been looking around to find a place to put our tents up, and we stumbled across the Overflow Cabin. So this is kind of like the cabin you go in if you arrive late, and this is kind of one of the lesser cabins, one of the ones that's not kept up as well from what I've heard. But it's still pretty cool in here, even if it's not the nicest to stay in. It's still pretty neat in here. We'll explore much more later and a lot cooler stuff, but this is one of the cabins. I don't believe the lighting or the power is working right now. We already tried these. Yeah, it's pretty bad back here. It's supposed to keep these doors closed. Not much in here. Alright, so guys, we're trying to eat here, and we just cooked some backpacker meals. This mac and cheese from Backpacker's Pantry I'm actually finding to be really good. And these flies are really annoying. I don't remember reading anywhere that Panamint had like a fly problem, but it sure seems like there is, because there are lots, and they are just swarming us and being really annoying, especially when eating. Alright, we just finished up our dinner, and now we're going to head on out and take a look at all of Panamint, and I am really excited for this, to explore the whole town. We'll probably do some exploring today and then some more tomorrow, but here is our campsite right up here. We just set this up right next to the Overflow Cabin over there in what looks like it used to be a little garden. I bet back in the day this would have been pretty cool. Look at this. Old stove. Actually probably the thing that survived the best out of everything in here. This place is just completely wrecked. This stuff is just a complete mess.
Got two old school refrigerators in here.
Here are some old refrigerators right here. These are probably like a 1950s Art Deco style, I think, but pretty cool. These older fridges. Is that a dead mouse? I don't think it is. Now, Panamint has a lot of different cabins you can stay in up here and just explore. And I believe this is the Hilton. I was thinking it was a different location, but it sounds like this actually is the Hilton. So we're going to be taking a look in here. This should be one of the better, if not the best cabins in Panamint. Interesting stuff in here. Some very interesting decorations hanging up inside and actual bones and all sorts of stuff. What would this have been from? This is from a donkey, I think. Pretty cool. This is definitely one of the nicer cabins in here. It was 100% visitor maintained. Your help is appreciated, of course. I doubt the power in here works. They've got medicine in here, all sorts of emergency supplies for people that can be coming up to visit. Back here it's pretty bad though. The mice definitely got to some stuff back here. The power definitely is on. But this cabin's like a full-on cabin. It's got everything in here. There's a bathroom in here. Do not use the drain, it says here. I'm not sure why not to, but it says not to. Looks like there's some sort of a setup rigged in here to get water to this toilet, but it's not working right now. And a window out here. Even a shower, but I highly doubt this works at all. Somebody set up like a outdoor camping shower that you can fill up and take a shower in this stall. That's neat. Look at that. Here in the Hilton, I just noticed some DIY snowshoes. That's pretty cool. So what they did is they used these branches and connected them together using tape and all sorts of stuff and zip ties. And it's a wider base shoe so that in the snow your feet won't sink as badly. PanamentValley.com. We'll have to check that out for sure. Here we are in another location right by the Hilton. There's the Hilton over there. And we're in this kind of, I guess this kind of, I don't know what you'd call this structure, but not much left of it. And we got some cool stuff here. Take a look at this diesel engine right here. I'm not sure what this powered, but it's pretty cool. And I'm guessing that this was the fuel tank for it. This is a Chrysler Nissan diesel. Yep, AC generator right there. As you can see, this is a Camag 18 brushless alternating current generator. This was probably their starter battery. Look at what happened to this battery. These would have been satisfying to move up and down back in the day. There's a small engine, probably a Briggs & Stratton off of some sort of a snowblower or maybe an older brush mower, something like that. I'm seeing some old beat up camper trailers up here and also some more equipment and even a bit of an old truck. So let's take a look at this up here. This is like a cement machine for sure, yeah. This was definitely a cement mixer. Wow, that's a pretty cool cement machine. I have no clue what this thing is. Looks like some sort of a conveyor system or maybe a filtration machine for rocks they'd pull out of mines. And this is still freely turning. Look at that. I'm surprised at how many gears here are still turning. Let's take a look at the truck, guys, and then I think we'll look at the trailers and then we'll move on up from here. Here is the truck. Must have been for the hood. Water and power. City of Los Angeles, that says. What's this for? Not for parking. Would this have been for the windshield wipers, maybe? I don't know if this is that old that it has manual wipers, but it could actually. The door still works. Here it is. Take a look at this. Wow. Lights. Very old button for that. Speedometer's smashed through, unfortunately. Pretty cool. Working light. So this truck would have been modified, it looks like, for the application they'd have been using it for. But this is just a cab, actually. Like the whole rear end of the truck. At first I thought these were gigantic tires, which they are absolutely huge. But this is, right here, look at how beefy these leaf springs are. Oh my. Or no, this was a front end. This was a This could have been for hydraulic steering possibly. This it looks like was a front end because you can see the steering components right here. An open road camper. These have been shot up and really been through a lot. Pretty cool view of the Hilton over there. There's our campsite way up here. We're gonna head into this camper here. Look at this old fire extinguisher. This is a very old fire extinguisher. Wonder if there's a date on it. Made in USA, 1981 actually. Was this the back of like a fuel tanker? That's what this looks like. This is the back of one of those semi trucks you bring fuel in. National Automobile Club. Here's a bit of the camper. Wow, it is completely destroyed. That was the toilet. Completely broken in half. Unfortunately, not much left of the camper. This isn't really worth exploring at all. Oh, these are like bulldozer tracks. That's cool. Look at how heavy duty these things are. These would have gone on a vehicle that could have driven around here no problem. Instant oatmeal. That's an ancient instant oatmeal package. Here's the other camper. This one's probably even worse. Headed over here to the left side of Panamint. We were just over there. We've headed over here and take a look at this cart, guys. Look at this. It's really cool. Let's hop on inside. This thing is seized. It's not moving. I'm worried this is going to roll down or something. Here we are. Pretty cool. I think I'm going to get out from the side though. Here's the truck we saw on the way in. We'll finally be able to take a look. Looks like it was a dually, but one of the wheels is missing. I think this is actually locked, so we'd have to find a key to get in. Nonetheless, we can still see it just by putting the camera up. It's pretty cool. This looks like it's an old Ford truck, I'm assuming. And look at that teeny tiny little radiator. What would they have even used this little thing for? I don't know. Right there it looks like is the transmission. And I don't know what happened to the engine in this. I guess they actually did pull the engine out of some of these, so maybe they already did scrap some of it. But this is a gigantic transfer case. That is huge. Good night, everybody. It is getting pretty close to bedtime up here in Panamint, and it's pretty crazy how we have this entire ghost town all to ourselves. I was expecting like at least one other group to be here, but nobody is out here in this town, so it feels pretty cool being out here. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at some of the even cooler stuff. We're going to be taking a look at the mine, both the upper and lower sections of all that mining equipment, which look pretty cool. A lot of cool trestles way up in the sky you can walk on, all sorts of neat stuff out there. One last view of the town. It's really dark out here now. As you can see, here is Panamint. Okay guys, I just woke up here in Panamint and it is a beautiful morning out here. As usual, the city of Panamint looking pretty nice. The smokestack over there and the mine, all of which we will be exploring this fine day. Pretty chilly night, but nothing too bad. With a good sleeping bag and some long underwear or pajamas, you should be just fine. Wow guys, take a look at this water pump from 1889. This thing is really cool. Okay guys, we hiked around the hill here and into another canyon. There's the rest of Panamint way out there. All you have to do is make a left from the Overflow Cabin and keep hiking, and you'll walk beside the ledge, and if you keep on going it'll curve around and it'll come back here to a whole nother abandoned side of the town, which is really neat. And we found this cabin called the Castle. I knew there was another one, but we're gonna head on inside and take a look. This cabin is really neat, probably one of the best ones out here. They even just got some sort of a bathtub set up here where you can like heat up the water and then put it into the bathtub. That's pretty cool. The seating, a fire pit, nice workbench, still a nice front patio you can actually sit in and swing. Lots of old refrigerators, but you're not supposed to open these because the people that are helping restore this cabin are using them as kind of tool storage and stuff, I think. So it's better not to open these, but nonetheless, just taking a look here, it's pretty cool to see all these old fridges. Alright, we're going to move these rocks and be very careful, and we're going to head on inside to the cabin. These are all to keep the rodents out, I believe. Wow, this is a nice cabin in here. Yeah, this puts the Hilton and all of those to shame. Look at that sign up there. Welcome to the castle. Take a look at this. All sorts of supplies. He leaves the brick in here. Do not let the mice in. See, they're putting the bricks in there to cover up the sinkhole so the mice won't get in. All sorts of supplies in here. This is really cool. And then we've got the main sleeping area in here. It's pretty dark in here. And in the back room, it sounds like they're trying to work to restore back there, so not much to see back there. Here are some photos up here in the castle posted on the wall of old Panamint and how it used to look. There's the same smokestack right there. Here's an even better shot. Now you can really see how it would have looked. I guess this was their main street. Alright, we just hiked right down from the castle. Just took the stairs from the patio down. Beautiful cabin. Old truck down there that we'll try and take a look at in a minute. And right over here we have a cab over camper that just completely rolled down this hill, as you can see. It's completely rolled down and got destroyed. And take a look at this. We've got a bulldozer. It's a Caterpillar. It looks like the blade itself is cable driven and not hydraulic. How old this is. See, the Caterpillar D8. That's really neat. Spot for a ripper on the back here. Once again, cable driven. I don't believe any of this was hydraulic. This was all cable pulley driven. Wow, this is very neat, guys. Tree just grew right into it. Guys, here we are on top of this thing. This is pretty crazy. This is like a sorter, I guess. They've got a conveyor belt down here that they can bring stuff down with to that, which I guess would sort, and then up here they empty ore in, I guess. We're pretty high up here as well, as you can see. Pretty neat. Here's the big old sorting machine from the outside. It looks like they could move it too. It's definitely on wheels. And here's the rest of it right here. Definitely can't go down this, unfortunately. This conveyor belt's completely deteriorated now. Here's their electrical panel. Interesting design for sure. And then here's the tractor machine that has the backhoe on it that they would be using. Battery box, all the controls. Yeah, this is hydraulic. Looks like that's hydraulic pump. These must be the hydraulic tubes. Definitely a neat machine right over here, guys. Alright guys, here's another truck. We're back over on the side by the bulldozer again. This one still has the motor in it, but wow, did the mice get to this one. Fortunately, no more windows in this truck. But there is the cab of the old truck, Chevrolet. And then all the old buttons and switches, all your different stuff in there. It looks like it's a flatbed. And that right there would appear to be the lower unit of an outboard boat engine. But I've got no clue what they would need a boat motor out here for. This really does look like that for sure. Maybe if we're lucky we can find the actual motor, but it's completely seized. Oh my gosh, guys, we've got a working truck door. Take a look at that. Oh yeah, and a window that isn't shattered. Let's close the truck up. Look at that. Nice, satisfying closing these old car doors, always. Ooh, we've got an outhouse. Always nice seeing these Old West outhouses, but this one we know was actually used as an outhouse at one point. This thing is the real deal. It's as real as it gets. Old toy tricycle, pretty cool. We're gonna head down here now, and then we're gonna make a left and take a look at some cool mining stuff down there, and then I think we'll head back up. Again, we got a motor in this truck. Pretty cool up from the front as well. For sale. I doubt it's for sale anymore. Not too much left to buy of this. What's this? Is this a trailer brake controller, I think? I'm thinking that this is a trailer brake controller, so they could have used this for towing. Alrighty guys, here is the back of that machine we were up at earlier, that hopper machine, that sorting machine. Okay, we just broke camp and we got everything packed up, and now on our way back, we're going to check out this mine, the area I promised yesterday, as well as the smokestack down there. We hiked up a big steep road here. This would have been like their old access road, and we are up here at one of the upper levels of this huge mining setup. Walking on this, got to be a little bit careful walking on this part of it here. Take a look at this gigantic hopper. This thing is huge. You guys can see down there how gigantic this thing is, and this thing would have probably opened up and they would have had machines down there that would sort all the ore. Take a look here over the edge. Look at that. Look at how high up we are. There's the smokestack down there. Now if I am not mistaken, that hole in the mountain right there is a mine shaft. We've got a secret bunker hidden in the mountain here. This thing's like a fallout shelter. Let's take a look at this first of all. This would have been the room where they'd keep the explosives, I think. It sure smells like it in here. They just built this room right out into the side of the mountain. See here, they put all sorts of wood up to hold the roof in. Pretty cool, but honestly not much to see in here. Take a look at this, guys. We found the mine itself. At least one of the mines. I'd imagine they had a few tunnels. And this thing goes further back than I can see. This is pretty cool. Starting to smell a little bit musty. Here it changes. What are they specks of?
I don't know.
Probably fool's gold. Here we are heading on back out of the mine. Now it's pretty interesting. Once you walk in there, it gets really cold. And this thing goes for a long way. There's no way of telling. This thing could go for miles. So we went a little ways, not too far. Don't want to be too dangerous. But still pretty neat just to see it and to see that people back in the day used to work in these. As promised, guys, here we are the next day back at the old mining facility, taking a look at the, I guess you could call this kind of their equipment area. Let's head on in. As you guys can see, this is quite the place. Here's a big giant mixing machine they'd use. A motor here that would, I guess, drive this belt and turn the mixer. Take a look at all of these, I guess, more mixing and sorting machines. It must have been quite fun to press back in the day. Look at that, very satisfying. You can see what they look like inside. I don't know if that's a fuse or what. Here is the main panel, it looks like. So this would have been the main panel. Here are some big switches. So you move in this and pull all three of these switches. Here's the old hopper. Alrighty guys, we are finally on our way out of Panamint. It was definitely pretty cool, but for one last exploration before we go, we're gonna check out the smokestack. As you can see from down here, you can see how tall it really is. This smokestack used to be surrounded by a huge building and facility. This is amazing. Here it is, the old smokestack. Here we are right at the foot of the smokestack. Wow. Look at that. It goes so high up you can't even see the top. Anyway though guys, I believe this is going to sum it up for our exploration of Panamint. So we're going to head on back down, and I might get some clips of the hike if there's anything interesting. But I think we've pretty much seen all the cool stuff on the way up. We're gonna take a quick stop for water right here at Brewery Springs really quickly and filter some more water. Let's see where this goes. Right here would appear to be where the mine stops, but nonetheless it's a pretty cool little hidden secret here in Brewery Springs that you may not notice when you first walk through. Lots of people that give up on these hikes are just real pigs, and they just leave all their gear just right down here. You can see somebody left their pack here with a good sleeping bag and all this stuff. They just left it here, and since then the animals have gone to it and just ripped it up and made a huge mess. So look at that, they just leave all their stuff there. This definitely proves to you guys that this trail is pretty hard. Here's more stuff that people left. Another person that gave up on the hike or got hurt or something and had to leave all of his stuff here. You can see some people just end up having to leave their stuff for various probably medical conditions, or they just get way too tired to keep going and they turn back. It seems we took a slightly different turn this time, and we're entering the water in a completely different location, but we're definitely going to have to cross this. Oh, that feels so good to finally be back, guys. Definitely a really amazing adventure. Quite fun, also a bit of a challenge. Honestly, it was a pretty hard hike, to be completely honest with you guys, but I was expecting it to be even a little bit harder. Alrighty guys, I really hope you enjoyed this adventure. I had an absolutely amazing time up in Panamint, and that hike was a really fun challenge, and there were definitely some beautiful and really cool views up there too. Panamint is absolutely one of the coolest explorations I've ever done, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too while watching this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. Goodbye everyone. A little bit of a hidden secret out here at Brewery Springs as well. That's going in the bloopers for sure. That was funny. Well, that's an ancient instant oatmeal package. I don't know why I'm filming this at all. It's unlocked, but I can't get in. Always have trouble getting into these trucks whenever I'm filming. Okay guys, I just woke here. Welcome to the castle.
Start in then.
What you do on the end is you'll push the button and the red dot will disappear, and then you can just flip this to off. But here is